In less than 30 seconds, Judah White did not know if he was going to live or die. Tonight flight, a survivor's story. Just after takeoff, Judah and his family's private plane slammed into the ground and burst into flames.
Now, almost a year later, this Greene County College student talked with me about fear, survival, and perseverance. He said his family's faith and God are what got them through their burning plane and got him out of the smoke and flames that day.
No, it's really, really insane stuff, yeah.
When it comes to life, Judah White could say his reads like a book with lots of pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Each chapter's heading, a pivotal point.
It really is just a miracle, you know? There was...
And had there not been what he called a miracle, here you see why his story would have ended in tragedy. He and his family were on that plane March 9th last year. His dad was the pilot. They had just taken off from an airport in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
All things were going well.
Their plan was to fly Judah back to Cedarville University so he could finish his spring semester. But just after takeoff, Judah said one of the plane's doors popped open.
Lancaster Tower, Bonanza 347 Mike has an open door. We need to return for landing.
He was sitting right next to it.
I remember reaching over to grab it, and I'm trying to hold it shut while he's trying to call the tower.
Lancaster Tower, I cannot hear you with the wind.
I turn around to land.
Look on the right side of your screen. Behind the tree, those small white circles show Judah, his parents, his younger sister, and her friend escaped the smoke and flames. But the crash and fire left Judah and his dad with scars on their faces. Both had burns on more than 30% of their bodies. And Judah needed back surgery. After 2 weeks in a coma.
You know, first waking up, we had that realization that this was really special, that we were really, really lucky. Or more than that, we had been protected.
The White family always leaned on their faith and their beliefs.
I think for us, this whole thing has been evidence that God really wants to do something through us, through our family.
Judah said he never asked God, why him? Why his family?
I've always kind of felt like, you know, accidents happen. Bad things happen.
Now, almost a year after the crash, Judah still marveled at these images.
It's insane, you know? Who would have thought? But life is strange.
These days, Judah is focused on his college major, cybersecurity.
Life is still good.
And he is at peace with what his family went through.
Bad things will happen, hard things will happen, but there's still lots of good to get out of life. There's still lots of good things.
And while the scars on his face act as a constant reminder of that day last year, he does not struggle when he looks in the mirror. As Judah keeps adding experiences and chapters to his book of life, he said one thing is for certain.
God has something planned for us that he wants to see through.
And Judah told me his mom and dad have flown since the crash, but he has not. He said it still feels uncomfortable for him in small planes. And everywhere he wants to go, he can get there by car. Investigators called this crash an accident, but the FAA and NTSB have not released their final reports.
Incredible story of survival.
You know, and he's optimistic, and he talks about the fact that, you know, he was just glad that his family was able to recover. His dad had severe burns. His dad had skin grafts much more than he, but nevertheless, he said, I've seen these sorts of crashes end much differently in the form of death. He said, but all of us were able to walk away from that crash last March.
Yeah, and I mean, just to think about the part of the flight that they crashed in, a fully loaded plane fuel-wise, the fact that they were able to get out of that and survive, I mean, just pretty incredible.
And nobody on the ground was hurt as far as that retirement community is concerned in that parking lot.
I go back to mom praying in the back seat. You said that at 5:30.
Yes, he said mom was praying in the back seat, and hey, prayers, they were answered that day according to Judah.
Well,